Hello students, let us continue Act 4 Scene 1 from line number 195 onwards. In reply to Portia's appeal to Shylock to show some mercy towards Antonio, Shylock says, "My deeds upon my head. I crave the law, the penalty and forfeiture of my bond." So he says over here that whatever I have done in my life, I'm taking full responsibility of it, and I am waiting for the law to award me justice. Portia says, "Is he not able to discharge the money?" Then Bassanio says, "Yes, here I tender it for him in the court, yet twice the sum. If that will not sufficient, I will be bound to pay 10 times over. On forfeit of my hand, head, and my heart." She said, "I am willing to offer the forfeiture of my hand, my head, and my heart, if even 10 times the amount does not prove to be sufficient for Shylock." He says, if this not be sufficient, then it must appear that malice bears down truth. So to say that it is not sufficient, then it can be clearly said that ill will pushes down love or truth of justice in Shylock's heart. And then he says that, "And I beseech you," this refers to Duke and says, "I request you, rest once the law to your authority, to do a great right, do a little wrong, and curb this cruel devil of his will." So as to say that, I ask you to take the law into your hands, break the law a little, or twist the law a little, to do a right thing by saving the life of Antonio. You can very well do a small wrong and prevent the devil from getting what he wishes. Portia interrupts and says that it must not be. There is no power in Venice can alter a decree established. It will be recorded for the precedent. It will be recorded as an example, and many an error by the same example will rush into the state. Therefore, it cannot be. So she says that it will set a bad precedent or example, and this example may lead to grave errors. If this is allowed, many other mistakes will find their way into the administration of the state, and hence it cannot be done. Shylock is extremely happy and says, "Here is Daniel, who has come to deliver." Daniel means an excellent judge who are actually sent by gods to deliver his justice on elders. He says that yes, he's wise as Daniel. "Oh, wise young judge, I honor you very much." And Portia says, "I pray you, let me look upon the bond." She says, "Here, it is most reverend doctor, here it is." Then she says, "Shylock, there's three thrice thy money offered thee." Shylock says, an oath, I have an oath in heaven." They are taken an oath with regard to heaven. And she says, "Shall I lay perjury upon my soul and say that by accepting the money should I commit a sin?" "No, not for Venice." She said, "I would not do it for the entire wealth of Venice." And Portia says, "Why? This bond is forfeit and lawfully, but the Jew may claim a pound of flesh." That is, Shylock is liable to claim a pound of flesh from Antonio's heart to him by cut off nearest the merchant's heart. Then again she says, or begs to Shylock that, "Be merciful, take thrice thy money, bid me tear the bond." Shylock says, or replies rather, "When it is paid according to the tenor." That means it is paid according to the terms written in the bond. "It does appear you are a worthy judge. You know the law. Your exposition hath been most sound. I charge you with the law whereof you are a well deserving pillar. Proceed to judgment. By my soul I swear, there is no power in the tongue of man to alter me. And that means there is no power in anybody who can change my mind. I stay here on my bond. So he says that I am staying over here only. That is, I am fixed to my decision of having a pot of flesh from Antonio's heart. That means I want justice, and I will not be satisfied unless and until this court provides me so. So we see Sherlock's adamant nature over here is unwilling to listen to anyone. Even Portia also couldn't make him alter his decision. To this, Antonio says, most hearty I do beseech the court to give judgment. So, seeing no advancement or no change in Sherlock, he says that please give the judgment. Portia says, why then? Thus it is, you must prepare your bosom for his knife. So if she says that if it is so, then okay, but get prepared to receive his knife onto your chest. Sherlock, listening to this, becomes extremely happy and says, oh noble judge, oh excellent young man. And when he says that you are a noble judge and you exceed any doctor of law. So with this, we come to an end of line number 260, and we'll continue in the further videos. Thank you.